Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer where we're going to dive into how you can absolutely conquer the CBCS credential using an adaptive AI coach named Ari. Look, if you're working toward your Certified Billing and Coding Specialist credential, you already know the deal. The NHA exam is literally the only thing standing between you and your career goals. But getting prepared for it? It really doesn't have to be this frustrating, solitary grind where you're just buried under 10 pounds of coding manuals. Today we're looking at what is, without a doubt, the most personalized way to prep. And the absolute best part is, it's completely free. We're going to break down exactly what the exam looks like, why the old-school study methods usually fall flat, and how studying with a conversational AI changes pretty much everything about the way you learn.
So let's get right into it. How do you actually pass this exam? Because the harsh reality is, just reciting ICD-10 codes or HIPAA rules from memory, that's not going to cut it. It won't actually help you pass. That is probably the #1 misconception people have when they start studying. They go out, buy a massive stack of flashcards, and try to essentially memorize the entire billing dictionary. But think about the real world of healthcare administration for a second. You are never just reciting facts into a void, right? You're actively solving problems.
Section 1. Decoding the exam and what you're really up against. What you're facing is a 2-hour, 100-question exam that tests your practical ability to think exactly like a medical biller. You have to make decisions based on complex scenarios and process a clean claim from start to finish. You're reading clinical docs, picking the right codes, interpreting an explanation of benefits, and doing the math for patient responsibility. And you've got to be super ready for the billing section because that makes up a massive 43% of the test. That covers everything from medical terminology and ICD-10 coding to CPT codes, modifiers, and patient collections. The rest of your score comes from regulatory compliance at 21%, claims processing at 19%, and front-end duties at 17%. To pass, you've got to navigate all of this within a scaled scoring methodology. It's a lot for sure. Moving on to Section 2, Meet Your AI Coach. This is a total paradigm shift in studying.
So here's the big question. How do you prepare for a highly situational exam when standard, static practice tests just hand everyone the exact same 50 questions? You take the test, you accidentally just memorize the answers instead of the concepts, and you walk away with a false sense of security. You just can't read a textbook and magically hope you're ready to process a complex claim denial. But Ari is different. Ari is a conversational AI coach that actually engages with you to figure out what you already know, and then generates unlimited practice scenarios tailored specifically to your own unique blind spots.
The really crucial point here is that Ari focuses your time exactly where you need it. It confirms what you know and relentlessly drills what you don't. Say you have a rock-solid understanding of HIPAA privacy laws. Ari recognizes that quickly, gives you a virtual high five, and moves you along. But if you're constantly fumbling your modifier selection, Ari's going to slow things down. The AI will spend significantly more time generating unique scenarios in that specific area until it finally just clicks for you.
Section 3, Adaptive Learning in Action. Let's actually walk through the math on this.
Okay, imagine you're deep in a study session and Ari throws this patient responsibility scenario at you. The patient has an 80/20 PPO plan with a $2,000 deductible. They've met $1,500 so far. The allowed amount for today's visit is $800. What does the patient owe? Now, if you're Russian, you might just calculate a simple 20% coinsurance on that $800, type in $160, and think you totally nailed it. But the AI steps right in because, well, you missed a vital piece of the puzzle. Ari doesn't just mark it with a big red X and move on. Instead, it actually walks you through the math step by step, like a real conversation. The AI points out, hey, wait a minute, the patient has a $2,000 deductible but has only met $1,500. That means there's an unmet deductible of $500 that has to come out of today's $800 charge first. That leaves $300 remaining. Step 2. Now you apply that 20% coinsurance to the remaining $300, which is $60. Step 3. You add the $500 deductible to the $60 coinsurance, bringing the actual total patient responsibility to $560. And honestly, here is where the real magic happens. Ari actually remembers your blind spots. A regular static test bank would literally never do this. But the next time you log in this study, Ari remembers that you struggled with that deductible plus coinsurance calculation. So without you even having to ask, it comes back with a brand new, completely different mathematical scenario to verify that you've actually absorbed the concept. It's all about ensuring true mastery. Which brings us to Section 4, Mastering the Exam Traps. We definitely don't want to lose easy points. The curriculum isn't just about teaching you the textbook way to do things, it's actively designed to help you dodge the specific traps that trip up perfectly prepared students every single day. ARI will intentionally drill you on these pitfalls. Things like confusing modifier 25 with modifier 59, which happens all the time, or coding a rule-out diagnosis as if it were a confirmed condition, or mixing up the allowed amount with the billed charges. ARI knows these are the exact mistakes that cost people points on the real NHA exam, so it intentionally generates scenarios to see if you'll fall for them. This makes absolutely sure that by the time exam day arrives, your defensive test-taking skills are incredibly sharp.
And for those moments when you just want some rapid-fire practice, there is this amazing feature. Whenever you want to really test yourself, you just hit the Drill Me button, and ARI serves up clinical documentation or an EOB for you to analyze and make the call. You might need to select a code, calculate a balance, find a claim error, or determine compliance. You give your answer, and ARI instantly explains why you're right or wrong. It's unlimited practice. You will never ever see the exact same question twice, and it's always targeted precisely at your current skill level.
While you're tackling all these drills, your dashboard is working behind the scenes, tracking your progress across all 20 topics. It moves you through 4 distinct levels: not started, exploring, understanding, and finally, exam ready. You get to see your exact mastery percentage, pinpoint your specific knowledge gaps, and see exactly which subtopics need a little more love. So instead of just guessing if you're prepared, you have actual data. When all 20 of your topics hit that exam-ready status, you can walk right into that testing center with absolute certainty.
Section 5, start completely for free. Let's remove all the friction.
You don't need to buy heavy coding manuals or those expensive, outdated prep programs. Everything is taught through conversation and dynamic billing scenarios right in your web browser. Because the AI Bridge Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit, this premium adaptive AI coaching is completely free. Literally 0 upsells, no premium tiers hiding the best features. Your data isn't being sold. The AI Bridge Foundation built this purely to help you succeed. The absolute only cost you're going to face is the exam fee that you pay directly to the NHA when you are finally ready to sit for the test. This is just the ultimate vehicle to help get you there.
So who is this actually for? Whether you're entering healthcare for the first time as a career changer, or maybe you're already working in a medical office and just want to make your credential official, or you're a student needing some extra practice, this conversational tool is built exactly for you. If you are someone who learns better through active conversation and hands-on problem solving, rather than just staring at a textbook in silence, you are absolutely going to thrive with ARI.
So log on, open Topic 1, and ask yourself a serious question. Are you going to let an outdated 20th century study method hold back your 21st century healthcare career? It's time to stop wasting your energy on static flashcards that just do not prepare you for the real world. Let ARI find your fastest, most efficient path to passing the CBCS exam. The AI is waiting for you right now. So, are you ready to start the conversation?